We'll do two things today. One is we will learn how to read the book fast. Those who have received the book, you will find it. You can open the book with me. Those who have not received the book, it's okay. This will be uploaded on the recording. Okay, Dr. Namrata, please join with your name. Which are the common conditions you see in your clients, right? Or you may have some condition, or your family member may have some condition, and you want your present or more interest is in that. In your syllabus, you learn nutrition and dietetics for all conditions: obesity, malnutrition, diabetes, hypertension, thyroid, pregnancy, growing children, adolescents, elderly population, critical illness, PCOD, cancer, everything you learn. But you will have 2-3 conditions which are closer to you, right? So you want to know what are these. I would like you to write down in the chart which are the conditions which are closer to you. In terms like you get more clients for that, or you have such kind of people around surrounding you. IBS, gastrointestinal. Keep writing, everyone. Those who write, they become active students. Those who are not writing, they become sleeping students. Very good. So if you, after read all these messages, and you will see there is a trend. Keep writing, keep writing. Very good, very good. So anemia is one of the important factor in India. Anemia and malnutrition, right? If you belong to tier 2 cities or below that taluka place or something, you will see a lot of cases of anemia and malnutrition, especially for children. Now, malnutrition is of 2 types. One is you have seen some children, they are very thin. They have a good height, but the weight is less. So that is one type of malnutrition. And the second type of malnutrition is the child has normal height, normal weight, but height is less. You have seen? So both is malnutrition. Don't say that, don't give the excuse that, okay, these are active children playing sports, and that's why they are growing in height, but thin weight. So this is also wrong. Someone who is good weight, looks fatty and chubby, but height is less, this is also wrong, right? Both are malnutrition. You will see very common. Obesity is another epidemic we are facing. If you see the trend, most of the common problem is gastrointestinal, right? Now there is something called gut-brain linkage. When you have gastrointestinal problem, the client will not feel good here also. So either the client will have constipation, diarrhea, acidity, gastroesophageal reflux, right? So all these have some common things to do. We will learn that today. Okay. Hypertension, diabetes, PCOD, they go hand in hand. So majorly CVD, right? Cardiovascular diseases and all. Obesity. So if you see all this, their diet recommendations are similar, right? Thyroid, okay. So pregnancy, yes. So we are going to have a separate session by one of the gynecologists. She will take a session on nutrition in pregnancy with special focus on anemia. Even if you belong to affluent family, because of the excess menstruation, less diet, especially if you're a vegetarian, then you may have anemia during pregnancy. Very common, right? It is common in all societies, even high socioeconomic status also. Okay. So we are not going to learn gynecology, my dear Hema. We are going to learn nutrition and dietetics. Okay. So what are the common, if you see, you divide the population. Hypertension, diabetes, obesity, PCOD. PCOD is separate, but you can assume that it goes hand in hand, the diet recommendations. One. Second will be malnutrition, anemia. Third will be obesity, right? Then everything else. But all above them comes gastrointestinal problem. So without raising the reaction button, even if your video is off, raise your one hand. If you or someone in your family has a gastrointestinal trouble, just raise your hand like this, not in the reaction button, my dear. Raise your hand like this. Right? Everyone has, right? So this is so common. Right? Now tell me why the client is coming to you. Any condition. Either the client has diabetes, hypertension. Those who are starting camera, they become my favorite students. I will remember their names. Those who are very shy, they are sleeping, they are watching like this, they should keep their camera off. Okay, if your camera is off, I know that you are relaxing. Okay, if you are active, very good. Sincere student, favorite student, there is a good chance you will get an outstanding student award. Who wants outstanding student award? If you raise both hands, you will get it. You have to raise in the video. Okay, I will check it now with. Okay, again raise. Very good, very good, very good. So those who are raised hand, there is a good chance that you will get it. Those who are not raised hand, you know. One question. Any condition, diabetes, hypertension, thyroid, intestinal problem, gastrointestinal problem, or PCOD, any condition. Why this client is coming to you? Hypertension client is going to general physician for taking medications. There is no need they should come to you. For same for PCOD, she will go to gynecologist. For diabetes and all those conditions, they are going to physicians. Why they should come to you? What is the one reason they are looking for? Write down. Anyone giving this correct answer? Weight management, general physician can do. Nutrition, okay, good answer, Anand. What they want? What they want? Yes, very good. Good lifestyle. They want nutrition, diet. Now I tell you what they want. Think in terms of their mind, what they want. They don't want to solve underlying problem from you. They will go to a doctor for that. Easy solution? There is no easy solution, Harish. But yeah, clients come for easy solution. Very good. Very good, Priya. That's a good word. Relief. They want to feel good. Any client coming to you, they want to feel good. Right? Nutrition dietetics. Now, as a practitioner, today I tell you some secrets. How to make the client feel good with your consultation. Right? What you should give to the client. Everyone take the pen and paper and start writing. Okay. So what is the problem with the client? First, client has some disease. They are emotionally disturbed because of this disease. Plus, they are emotionally disturbed because they are not feeling good internally. There is a thyroid problem. You feel depressed. Hypertension, diabetes, you feel exhausted. PCOD, irritability always. Gastrointestinal trouble, IBS, constipation, diarrhea, gastroesophageal reflux. They are always irritable. They are depressed. They are anxious. Right? Few days back, I have kept one status. Those who are read. So intestinal bowel IBS, this irritable bowel syndrome is very strong linkage with anxiety, right? So the client wants to feel good. Now to feel good, a nutrition dietitian can give them something. There are two things you can give. If you are learning psychology counseling with us, then you can give them psychology counseling in addition to nutrition dietetics and earn double money. Yes. Okay. And second, because we focus on the practical aspect. So my practice is linked to for both. And second, start writing. Okay. Smile. Before writing, you smile. Right? That is a step one. If a nutrition dietitian smiles, client feels half good. Otherwise, there are some nutrition dietitians. Hey, what is this? Yeah, they are sitting like this and don't be like that. The client will feel so sad. फालतू आया इधर, रुपए वेस्ट करी टाइम पास. ऐसे नहीं बनने का. ठीक है. Be a happy, cheerful nutritionist and dietitian. Right? Client will feel half happy after interacting with you. है ना? And next time client will say, ma'am, I will come again. Right? You don't need to say that, meet me again. Client should say, ma'am, I will meet you again this time. Okay. So number one step is you smile. Be cheerful. You write down. On your face, you write down that. Okay. Number two, you give them something probiotics and prebiotics. What is probiotic? Probiotic is some bacteria and yeast. So common probiotics which are available at home. Write down which are the common probiotics you will give from home food. Curd, yogurt. Next, everyone don't write curd. Yes, give something else. Buttermilk. Okay. 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 Next. So when you give buttermilk, ask the client to put some jeera powder. What do you call jeera in English? Fermented food, Ashwini. Very good. Spices. Okay. Cumin. Very good. I was checking you. I know the answer. I was checking whether you're awake. So put some cumin powder, right? If you want salt or sugar, up to you. If you don't want both, up to you. No problem. Don't tell a hypertensive patient, stop the salt completely. Wrong treatment. Okay. You should continue the normal salt because if you stop, because salt is required for the function. Okay. You cannot stop it completely. You should continue the normal. You should avoid over the table. Over the table means in the salad, you should not take. Right. But you can put in your vegetable, roti and dal, chawal and everything. Okay. So if you like sweet, you can take sweet buttermilk also. Idli, dhokla, fermented foods. South Indian food are the best food for probiotics. Tell the client, give your example. You also start before giving example. In a week, 2 times, you should have fermented South Indian food. Best food. You know, South Indian people, they are very happy, cheerful, right? Those North Indians, those who eat South Indian food, they are also happy and cheerful, right? Because they eat idli, dosa, dhokla. Okay. If you have a female client, tell the client, ask your husband to cook you dosa, idli and dhokla. Because the happiness will become double then. At our home, we have a protocol. 2 to 3 times every week, we will have idli, dosa, dhokla, uttapam, and all those things. And I will cook. That is our protocol. Okay. Remaining days, then we mix match. Appam. Okay. So all those. These are the best foods. So ask the client to incorporate this in their food. Right. And to double the happiness, I have told you what is the secret. Start from your home also. So today evening, I'm going to get a lot of calls from husbands of some students saying, "Sir, आज क्या पढ़ा दिया सर? क्या है ये? महाभारत चल रही है." ठीक है, टेंशन. Marriage counseling क्या? Yogurt, South Indian food. Third is you can give some bacteria and yeast. So good bacteria and yeast combination. There are so many available in the market. Okay. So by all these pharmaceutical companies. So personally, I like Darolac and Sporolac. Okay. So there are some brands now, they have created the hype. Okay. Like drink this for happiness, drink that and all this. Majority of things are hype. You should read what is the content and what is the composition. Okay. So I will show you how this Darolac composition is very good. I'm not promoting that. I'm not paid by them, right? But I do that. Okay. So there is one component, Lactobacillus acidophilus, right? It is common in everything, but that is not sufficient, my dear. So you need something else. Whenever the client is taking any antibiotic or any painkiller, you should add this thing. So you will see that there are some elderly population or critical illness or inflammatory disease like rheumatoid arthritis, joint pains, all this. They keep on taking painkillers, NSAIDs. So this disturbs your gut bacteria. Then there are some people who keep on taking antibiotics. Then there are some people who have problem in the stomach, gastroesophageal reflux, indigestion, irregular bowel movements, diarrhea or constipation. All these people will benefit from combination of probiotics and yeast and bacteria. So Lactobacillus acidophilus is just one of them. It is not complete. So you need to give others also, right? So bifidobacteria is another. We will see more. I will show you. You need millions of them in a single dose, right? So this is one example. Every morning you put it in a glass, stir it and drink it. Okay. You also start doing it. You will feel the effect. Okay. So your stomach will give something here and this will give you big smile on your face. Now, what is the linkage between gut and brain? Right? There are 4 happy hormones in your body. Make a separate column or next page. You write this. Okay. There are 4 happy hormones. Who will tell which are the happy hormones? What are the name of happy hormones? Write down the name of happy hormone. Very good. Oxytocin, dopamine, endorphin. Very good. One more. This is tough now. Okay, oxytocin already covered. Serotonin, dopamine, endorphin, and oxytocin. Right? What is the source of serotonin? Where is the serotonin secreted? Anyone giving this right answer will get something. Something will get you. Yeah. Very good. Dr. Pramila, very good. Ritima, my dear. So, correct answer is serotonin is secreted in gut. And who does that? Who helps it? Gut bacteria. Okay. So if you have a good gut bacteria, if your digestion tract is good, if your tongue is pink, okay, many people you have seen that they have white tongue, lot of coating. Why? When you go to a physician, they will check your tongue. Why? They want to see how is your gastrointestinal tract. It is that your tongue is the mirror. So as a nutritionist and dietitian, you should also check the tongue. Okay. If you say there is a lot of coating in the tongue, it is a 2 meaning. A brush ठीक से नहीं किया है, चल brush करके आ, ठीक है. Second can be food, okay, or gastrointestinal trouble. So if you have good bacteria in the intestine, am I audible clearly? Yes, I believe yes. Okay. So those were okay, बहुत हो गया, yes, okay, relax. ठीक है, बहुत अच्छे लोग हैं. जिनको ऑडियंस नहीं आ रहा है ना, वो एक बार लीव करके वापस ज्वाइन करो, ठीक है. रितिका, लीव एंड ज्वाइन अगेन विद द सेम लिंक. Serotonin is secreted in gastrointestinal tract with the help of all these good bacteria and yeast. And that is why it is very important to have healthy food. In this healthy food, there will be 2 things. One is bacteria. Either you take artificial supplement of bacteria, but preferably you should take natural supplement, right? Personal preference, both. Okay. Both are safe, but you should take from good manufacturer. So, this bacteria will be from yogurt, almost all the South Indian food, fermented food, some pickles, including gherkins, right? Gherkins, 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 okay? So these are cucumbers. You do it pickle in the brine water. Brine is a saturated salt solution. And second will be vegetables and fruits. Every day, with every meal, you should have vegetables and fruits. What this will do is, this will help your good bacteria, good yeast to develop in your intestine, and this will secrete serotonin, and you will feel good. When you feel good, it stops your cycle. What is the problem in most of the gastrointestinal troubles? That you don't feel good in the stomach. It causes anxiety. So this anxiety releases all the stress hormones. And these stress hormones cause further gastrointestinal problem, either constipation or diarrhea or gastroesophageal reflux, right? So you need to break the cycle. To break the cycle, there are 2 ways. Today you will learn. One is the good food, bacteria and vegetables and fruits. And second is deep breathing exercise. Okay. So as a nutritionist dietitian, don't forget to give deep breathing exercise, right? So in deep breathing, you can tell the client, breathe in 4, count for 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and breathe out 4, right? Simple, right? Don't tell them do pranayama and all those things. They don't believe, they don't want to do, right? So tell them you do breathing, okay? And in front of you, you ask the client, do with me. Okay, everyone do. And you will feel the experience, okay? Sit comfortably, your back should be supported, feet supported, not hanging on the, okay? And breathe in. I will count till 4. You will breathe in 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe with your stomach. Your stomach should come out when you breathe. Breathe with your nose and breathe out with your mouth. Don't breathe out like this. So candle nahi karne ka hai. Okay. So you breathe out slowly. So what it does is it excites your vagus nerves. It stimulates your parasympathetic system. It reduces your heart rate. It increases your gastrointestinal juices. It reduces your respiratory rate and it increases your depth of breathing. Okay. So start. Everyone. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Everyone together. Reset. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Slowly now. 2 more times, we'll do slowly. Reset all together. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can see the effect, right? Your heartbeat has decreased. You are feeling calm. There was a thoughts running on very fast. Now they are calm. You can focus on what I'm talking now, right? You can see the smile on your face. Smile. If you cannot see, force yourself to smile. Okay. So most important fundamental thing is you smile. Second, prebiotics and probiotics. Third, deep breathing exercise. Okay, write down deep breathing exercise. Don't underestimate the power. If you're a nutritionist dietitian, that doesn't mean that you start writing some supplement, some food and all those things. That doesn't help. Why the client has come to you? Client wants to feel good holistically overall, right? And your objective should be that. You want the client to come back. You want the client to get the benefit out of your counseling, right? So prebiotics means vegetables and fruits, which helps develop this bacteria and yeast, right? Someone might ask, so what about non-veg? You cannot ask the client to switch from non-veg to veg, right? Client will not listen to you. Don't talk on this topic. So allow the client to eat whatever wants. You just tell the client, add vegetables and fruits. Okay. How do you know that non-veg is not good? Right? That is your orthodox belief. Mediterranean people, Asian people, they look very young, right? So 30 years Indians versus 50-year Asian girl, both look same. So because they are eating seafood, right? So now that is a matter of debate, whether non-veg is good or veg is good. So we don't want to get into this, okay? Number 4, many times some clients have allergy to milk products. Now we come to the allergy. All, we are talking of all the conditions put together. Okay, these are the common things. It goes unignored. Some client will come to you and say that I always have gastroesophageal reflex. I have a constipation. I have a diarrhea. They don't know what is the problem, right? Because since childhood, they are drinking tea. They are drinking milk, right? But they don't know that this is culprit. You need to kill this tea, right? But they cannot kill this. So they continue. They ignore it. So sometimes this lactose intolerance is the problem. Don't do the diagnosis blindly, but you can tell the client, right? You check now for next 1 week. You will check that after drinking tea or after drinking milk, how you feel, or try not taking milk for 1 week and try how do you feel. Okay. If there is a constipation, it might get relieved. If there is a diarrhea or gastroesophageal reflux, it might get relieved. Okay. If there is irritability, कुछ अच्छा नहीं लग रहा है पेट में, कुछ तो गड़बड़ है, उनको बेचारे को मालूम नहीं क्या, लेकिन कुछ तो है मैम, तो ऐसी बात करते हैं, तो उसको बोलो कि एक बार दूध बंद करके देखे भाई, ठीक है. Then you don't give them curd, you tell them buttermilk. So take curd, equal water or double water, properly blend it, put some jeera powder if you like, put salt or sugar, whatever you like, or nothing, and drink it every day, right? Plus, you have to reinforce vegetables and fruits. Now, client will ask, ma'am, kaun sa vegetable khau, khatta khau kya? Can I eat sour fruits? Will it not cause cough? Say, tell them whatever you think comfortable, you eat. But sour fruits, they don't cause cough. Cough and cold is caused because of bacteria. To prevent that, or virus, you wear the mask. Okay. So number 4 is allergy part. In allergy, there are 2 common allergies. One is, okay, good question, Amrit. So why not curd? Because curd is thick, right? It also has some lactose component in it, right? And it also has lactose dissolving bacteria, Lactobacillus acidophilus. Some people, they have problem after having curd. Okay, they feel bloated. They feel like everything is bloated after having curd. But when they have buttermilk or fermented food, they feel light. So ask this client one question. After 1 week, you check whether you are feeling light this week. They will say, yes, ma'am, I felt very light. I did not drink tea. So tell them it's not about tea. It's about the milk. You can drink black tea or you can drink black coffee. And do you know that if you drink black coffee every day, don't go for green coffee. Huh? Don't do that stupidity. It is very bad in taste. So if you drink black coffee every day in the morning, it reduces your abdominal fats. That's a research. Okay. If the client is willing, you can add that. So 4th number is allergy. One is milk. And what is the second common allergy? We love that allergy. We are addicted to that allergen. Okay. There is some molecule in our food. We are completely addicted. Very good. Dr. Tarun, Amrit, Mek, peanuts, gluten. ये peanut तो अपन Indians को कहाँ allergy है यार? ठीक है. Colons, okay, Kanchana, yeah. So gluten, ठीक है. So one may be allergic to gluten or may be sensitive to the gluten. Okay, there can be levels of this sensitivity. Okay, where is gluten found? Typically wheat. Okay, and all the related things. Okay, so now there are levels of gluten sensitivity. Someone may have this much allergy only. When you eat gluten, you feel bloated. Okay. When on the days you eat rice and dal, you feel light. In the night, what is your preference? You want to eat moong dal khichdi or dal chawal, or you want to eat only khichdi. You don't want to eat roti sabji because you want to feel light. There is a minor possibility that you are feeling bloated when you eat chapati or roti, right? So this is a level 1. Then further, maybe some people have gastroesophageal reflux after eating wheat. Some people have diarrhea or constipation after eating wheat. Some people have anxiety. Gluten, if someone has gluten allergy, it is linked to anxiety also. Okay. Irritable bowel syndrome people, you need to stop gluten because there has been recent study which says that decreasing the gluten content or removing the gluten from your diet, it helps you feel good in intestine as well as here. It reduces your anxiety also. Okay. Now, what are the things you will advise to the client? If it is a non-vegetarian, very good. Eat everything in the non-veg. Don't eat roti. Rice, jawar, bajra, ragi, all the South Indian foods, fermented foods, very good. Okay. So these are the items you will advise. Then okay, good. So this was the 4th. What are the 4 things you have learned? Everyone, One is smile. Two is deep breathing exercise. You teach the client. You also do it every day. Number three, prebiotics and probiotics. Prebiotics means fruits and vegetables, and probiotics means all this fermented South Indian food plus yogurt, curd, buttermilk, and some supplements if you want to. And fourth will be allergy. Try to identify which is the allergen. Okay. Sometimes there are some people who are allergic to particular food. Ask them that, do you feel that? Try it out. Remove that particular food for 1 week and check if you have suspicion. It can be anything. It can be a tur dal or it can be brinjal also. Sometimes the brinjal seeds, they also cause allergy. Okay. Good question, Amrit. Okay. Now, fifth, there are always going to be clients who don't want to reduce gluten. They don't have comfort or facility to have gluten-free diet. Okay. Anyone here on a gluten-free diet? Raise your hand. I'm raising hand. It means yes, I'm on a gluten-free diet since more than 2 years now. Anyone gluten-free? Very good, Madhuri. Right. So you feel light when you eat gluten-free diet. Very good. Very good. Number 5. Yes, Hina. Number 5 is this. Water. Very important, right? There are some people, especially those who are IT or those who come from accounts, they are so busy in their work that they forget to drink water, right? So they are poor corporate slaves, completely focused on their work, dedicated, and they forget to drink the basic thing, which is water. So you should drink around 5 liters of water every day. That helps purify your liver, kidney, helps secrete your juices, helps your blood flow well to the brain, and it helps purify your skin. Your skin glows when you drink water. Okay. Now, there are certain recommendations for water. Drink water. Good. Around 5 liter waters you should drink. Now, after food, after immediate your meal, when you are taking your meal with fruits and vegetables, that water is sufficient. 1 glass of water with the meal is sufficient. 30 minutes later, you should have 1 liter of water, or at least half liter of water, right? And you should have water throughout the day. When you wake up in the morning, your first thing should be water, at least 1 glass of water. 1 glass means 200 ml. There are some people who will drink 1 sip and say, "Ho gaya na baba." So, nahin. So it's like at least 200 ml of water you should take. Okay. So number 5 is water. Now there are only 2-3 diseases where you should not give water. So their doctor will always tell them, water kam karne ka, you have to reduce water intake. So what are these 2-3 conditions? One is hyponatremia, very less common. Number 2 is heart failure. Okay. And number 3 is some renal disease, kidney disease, right? Either glomerulonephritis or chronic kidney disease or something else. Okay. So they will know that doctor has said less water. It is less common population. So one of the common population you will see will be the heart failure, right? In our typical practice, especially after a heart attack and all those, right? So majorly you can say kidney problem, easy words, kidney problem and heart problem. Has your doctor told you that you should reduce less water? So if the client says no, then you drink water, right? So to answer Amrit Kaur's question, answer is this: smile. That is a number one therapeutic medicine. Okay, for you as well as client and for all the people surrounding you. So number 5 is water, right? Now there are number 6, very important. Someone who is hypertensive, diabetes, PCOD, obese. What is the problem in all these people? All these people, what is the problem? What is the comorbidity? They will have obesity. They will have weight problem, lifestyle problem, right? So they will also have higher retention of water, salt, and sugar, right? Have you noticed that when you eat one sweet, you feel good, but when you eat 2-3 sweets, you feel right? You feel difficult breathing because the water has so much accumulated in your body that you find it difficult breathing. Okay. Insulin resistance is also there. Correct. Right. So what you need is someone coming from obesity background. Okay. So any lifestyle diseases, hypertension, diabetes, PCOD, obesity, these are lifestyle diseases. Always remember all these 5 things. Plus, there are 2 more things in this. So what 2 things you will add? Number 1 is exercise. You say it very easy and the client will, how ma'am? How? Yes, ma'am. I will do it daily, ma'am. Yes. Client will not come again. Okay. So the client needs to be motivated internally. That needs a lot of willpower to start exercise. Okay. So many people don't do it. So you cannot enforce the client. Okay. You can tell the client exercise will benefit and it will increase your life. Yeah. So if you exercise, it will add 5 years productive life. Okay. If you're going to survive till 65, last 5 years will be troublesome. But if you have exercise, 50% trouble will be less. Right. In this language, you tell them. So that is at least some motivation. In few months, they will start exercise. They are not going to start from today or tomorrow. Okay. You are not doing it since 20 years. They are not going to do anything. Number 2 is reduce sodium and sugar. Okay. Anything that causes you bloating, right? That makes you feel full. That causes you difficulty breathing. That makes you heavy, right? Obesity, is it because of fat? Right? Now I ask you one question. When you lose fat, do you reduce your weight? Question is, when you lose weight, do you lose fat? Or when you lose fat, you lose weight? True or false? No. Correct? So it is very important. Any client coming to you, you know why nutritionist and dietitian, they lose the client? Most of the client, they come for lifestyle disease, lifestyle modification. Okay. And when you say that, okay, I will help you reduce your weight, client also says that, ma'am, मेरे को weight कम करने का है. So you ask them, sit here, sit with me. I will tell you. Okay. Number 1, when you boil your milk, the cream floats. What is the cream? Cream is the fat. Okay. The protein settles down. So fat is lightweight. And the protein is the muscle mass. So the protein will come down. Right? So if you want to lose fat, that is a correct objective. If your objective is to lose weight, then that is a wrong objective. Because if you go to some other nutritionist and dietitian, she will give you some crash medicines, crash course, and immediately, suddenly you will lose weight. But there is a serious complication to it. What is the serious complication? it will cause hypothyroidism. And when you are hypothyroidism, you have refractory weight gain. Any medicines will not help you. Okay. So those who go for a crash diet, you may have seen some people, suddenly they become very thin. Okay. Like Aishwarya Rai. And then after a few months, they become something, some bodybuilder or something very fat. Okay. Like a sumo wrestlers. Right. So if you have a crash diet, I tell you what is the physiology behind this. If you have a crash diet, your normal basal metabolic rate, BMR, basal metabolic rate, is like this. Okay. When you have a crash diet, your basal metabolic rate, okay, changes suddenly. Okay. And then, or if you do fasting, okay, if you do crash fasting, what will happen? Your basal metabolic rate will decrease. And now your body has adapted to low basal metabolic rate. It will continue, it will continue, it will continue. Okay. Then you start normal food. At one day or the other day, you are going to start normal food. 1 month, 1 week, or 1 day, whatever is your stamina. Okay. But someday you will start. And when you start normal also, then this basal metabolic rate will continue. So what will happen? Whatever you eat, it will become fat. This will cause refractory obesity. And this is difficult to treat. So don't go for crash diet. Number 1 rule. Number 2, don't go for crash weight loss with medicines, because all the medicines have side effects. Even the simple medicine like a crocin, it has a side effect. So don't go for crash medicines. Some people will say you Ayurveda and all those things. You ask them, you go to some government agency and ask what is the formula they are using. They will not disclose you which Ayurvedic medicine, because they are mixing Ayurveda, some antihypertensives, telmisartan, some ACE inhibitors, all those medicines they are juice and giving you. And then suddenly you lose your weight. When you do that, it causes disturbance in your endocrine function. Okay. Some people also fall to the victim of hypothyroidism because of this. If you develop hypothyroidism, it causes weight gain very rapid. And this weight gain you cannot treat. In addition to weight gain in hypothyroidism, it also causes depression. Okay. So if you are having depression plus weight gain, okay. So first thing you will check is thyroid levels, T3, T4, TSH. You will learn that in one of the class. So never tell the client, you have come to me at the correct place. I will tell you today something which you don't know. Weight loss, obesity loss, these are two different things. And why you should not go for a crash diet? Because it will reduce your basal metabolic rate. Why you should not go for crash medicines to reduce your reduce your weight suddenly? Because it will cause hypothyroidism. Right? So you are convincing the client. Client likes you now. Because this is a first nutritionist and dietitian who is telling them, yes, this is a real fear with that. Okay. Otherwise, there are people who are there to, right, just take the money. So you are one. Then second, you tell that obesity is because of fat. So your objective is to lose fat. And when you lose fat, you tend to gain, you want to replace it with something. So that something is going to be your protein, right? So when you lose fat and increase your protein, this weight may remain same or this weight may increase, but you reduce your obesity, fat deposition. Okay. When you reduce your fat deposition, your risk of cardiovascular disease, either stroke or heart attack, decreases. Your insulin resistance decreases. Your PCOD decreases. That is your objective, right? Why you want to reduce your obesity? Because you want to live longer. You want to manage your hypertension, diabetes, obesity, and PCOD. For this, you need to reduce your insulin resistance. You want to increase your insulin sensitivity. You want to reduce your fat. So you are going to replace it with the protein. To reduce your fat, you are going to do exercise, plus these are the dietary modifications. Okay. So dietary modification, all those, plus you will tell the client to reduce your sugar intake, to avoid clarified butter, means ghee, completely zero, right? to reduce your oily food, to avoid McDonald's, KFC, Pizza Hut, all those things, to avoid diet Coke or any kind of Coke. Okay, everything you will avoid, right? You will eat normal food. Start every meal with your vegetables and fruits, and 2 to 3 times in a week you will add fermented food. Okay. Now the client will ask you this common question, ma'am, what about non-veg? So you tell them whatever non-veg you are eating, continue, but try to avoid meat or mutton. You can eat chicken and you can eat fish in the proportionate matter. And also if you are eating egg, avoid the yellow part, yolk. Okay. So yolk is very rich in cholesterol. You should avoid it. Okay. Yes, idli dosa every day is very good. That's good. There have been studies, multiple studies about ghee or clarified butter. They say that if you don't give ghee anytime throughout the lifetime, since childhood to adulthood, no problem. No problem. But we Indians, we incorporate ghee since the childhood, the first meal. At 16 years of age, we Indians see the changes in our arteries, atherosclerosis. So ghee is not useful anywhere. Ghee is harmful always, right? Now, when you are talking of, so obesity client or this lifestyle disease, what are the things you have mentioned? 5 things first. Then you are coming to exercise and some foods to avoid. These foods are, we have covered it, fried foods, ghee, excess oil, all those things. Now, then mutton also you are going to avoid. Okay. You will tell this particular client, that they will need to reduce their sugar intake and continue the salt intake, whichever there is present salt intake. Okay. But when they eat salad, don't put salt. Okay. In roti, sabji, dal, chawal, continue with your present salt intake. Right. Ghee in any form is harmful. It does not reduce weight. Either you take it empty stomach or any formula. Okay. Now, if you want to reduce your intestinal obesity or if you want to reduce your fat cells, there is one secret formula I will tell you today. Everyone pay attention. Write down. Very easy and simple. Okay. Probably some of you are trying it. Okay. So you will reduce the milk. You will remove milk. When you remove milk, you are removing chocolates, ice cream, milk tea, milk coffee. Right? You incorporate either green tea or black coffee. Every morning, have a black coffee plus honey with squeeze of lemon. Right? Every morning you do this. You try yourself 1 month. You tell all your clients to do this. Those who are coming for a lifestyle disease, obesity, diabetes, PCOD, hypertension, all these people. So you tell them that you start with green tea or black coffee plus squeeze of lemon and honey. So how to take honey? You take 2-3 spoons, 4 spoons, 5 spoons, whichever you like, honey, a squeeze of lemon, put some warm water or normal water. If you are lazy, you cannot do the warm water, you do the normal water and stir it, drink every morning. 1. Whenever you are having tea or coffee, avoid milk and sugar. Right? Now, there are some people who say that jaggery, sugar-free, fruits. But the problem is not sugar-free sugar. The problem is not sugar. The problem is something which you are taking with that. So you have a laddu. Okay, you have a sweet, which is sugar-free. And you think that it is good. No, my dear. Sugar is not the only enemy, but this whole other things. Whatever the component of this laddu is equally harmful. it also has calories, and these calories are more as compared to the sugar. So even sugar-free laddu is not good, right? Very good, Malika. I like you for asking this question. Come to point number 8. For this obesity people, we add oil. Which are the oils? Common oils. What do you think is the best oil according to you? Write down. Write down which is the common oil, best oil you think. Hey, mustard correct. Very good. Very good. If I'm saying very good, doesn't mean right answer. Huh? It means, yeah, good, good. You are participating. Very good, very good. Okay. Keep on changing oils. ये तो बड़ा अच्छा लगा. Good. Actually, ये भी point अच्छा है. हाँ. Sesame oil mixed. हाँ. चलो. Today we will find out which is a good oil. If you tell the client use olive oil for everything, client will say यार मैडम बड़े महंगे हैं यार, है ना. हम तो अभी 150 रुपए का ऑयल यूज करते हैं, 150 रुपीज ऑयल वर्सेस 1500 रुपीज किलो ऑयल. मैच नहीं है ना. So olive oil is very costly, especially in India. And now olive oil has 3 types: virgin, extra virgin, pomace. Right? Which one you will use for cooking? In olive oil, which one you will use for cooking? Olive oil, extra virgin or pomace? So you use pomace, correct? POMACE. But it is again very costly, 1500 to 2000 per liter. You cannot, most of the people don't want it. And then there is a difference in the taste because we are accustomed to normal oils. Virgin and extra virgin you can use for applying on your skin and dressings on your fruit, but you cannot cook this oil. Okay? Virgin and extra virgin oil you should not cook. Otherwise texture will change. Right? You can add. Now, don't recommend it blindly to the client, add olive oil. They will think, yeah, ma'am कुछ भी बोलती है यार, खुद तो करते नहीं है, खुद तो मस्टर्ड ऑयल यूज करते हैं, हमको बोल रहे हैं ऑलिव ऑयल करो, है ना. Clients say this sometime, or clients will think at least. So you give them some practical solution. Ask which oil you are using. Okay. So what's with the good oil? We start. Number 1. I'm waiting for the answer. Number 1. Sunflower, rice bran, these are number 1. Okay. Sunflower. Okay. Economical, commonly available, reasonable rate as compared to others, less cholesterol, all those things. So sunflower, rice bran oil, equal taste approximately as compared to other oils. You have to take care of that also. Now the problem with rice bran oil is rice bran oil. Taste is different. So many people don't like it. So you say both the options are there, sunflower or rice bran oil. Okay. Then second comes groundnut oil. Okay. There are some people who say that we use groundnut oil, but you know, groundnut oil is less recommended as compared to sunflower oil, groundnut. Then comes all the oils below that. Okay. Coconut, mustard, everything. Right. So if the client is using mustard oil, coconut oil, all those oil, either cold press, hot press, good press, none press, nothing, anything, right? Whichever company, everything is equal here, right? So kachi ghani ka tel, pakki ghani ka tel, whatever it is. So all these are mustard and all those things, mustard and coconut, all those are at a lower level. So tell the client, you switch to sunflower oil. Okay. Ghee, you remove completely. How many of you are using sunflower oil? ठीक है. So if someone is recommending ghee, ask them what is the study, on what basis you are recommending, what is your qualification. Okay. So Malika, so ask that nutritionist 2 things. What is your qualification? Which study on the basis of which you are recommending ghee to lose weight? Okay. Show me the proper studies. Show me the recommendation by WHO, CDC, ICMR, or some Indian body. Then I will agree. Okay, because all the bodies say that you should remove ghee from your food. So there are only two foods which are wholesome food. If you eat these two foods, your complete all nutrients is covered. Which are those two foods? Very good. Egg and milk. Kanchana, good answer. Very good. So, Sheetal, good. Very good. Everyone, good. So, if you have eggs and milk, this will cover everything. Okay. If you are having obesity, diabetes, hypertension, PCOD, you should remove the egg yolk, yellow component. White is good. Now, white, raw or cooked? Anyone recommending raw white egg? Anyone recommending raw white egg? Only cooked. Either you cook it by fry or you boil. Raw should not be eaten because it causes biotin deficiency. Okay, it is harmful and it doesn't get absorbed. We are not built for absorbing raw. We are not tigers, Yeah, some of us are tigers. Yes. After marriage, then they become non-tigers. Okay. Because they serve the tigress. Yeah, Sai, you agree? Yeah, Sai is not yet married. Yeah. Okay. So Rupal has asked a very good question. Soybean. Okay, we'll cover that. We'll cover that someday. Ritika, can you clarify what is that? Fat to reduce fat? I do not know that. That must be some marketing tactic to sell some product. Okay, that's a corruption actually. One of the interesting things for all the client, right? Either it is gastrointestinal trouble, elderly population, PCOD, hypertension, diabetes, anything. Adding soybean is good. Okay. Now, why soybean? We'll see this now. Okay. Sunflower oil or rice bran oil. But rice bran oil, some people don't like taste. Sunflower is the recommendation. So cottonseed oil has a very good taste. But I don't know how much is what is the component. Okay. So I will have to check with that. Palm oil you should not use. Right. So palm oil is one of the worst oil. Okay. Then equal to ghee or all those things. Now we come to the soybean. Okay, we are coming, my dear. We are coming. Yeah. All these lifestyle diseases, plus all the normal population, gastrointestinal, elderly population, everyone, you add soybean in their diet. How to do that? And what are the benefits? If you see elderly population, what is the problem? They face with three problems. One is some gastrointestinal trouble as the gastroesophageal reflex, acidity, diarrhea, or constipation, right? Number two, they face is decreased bone density. Number three, estrogen deficiency or hormonal deficiency, correct? All these three things can be taken care by soybean, okay? So soybean now it is available in two forms. One is the soybean chunks. You eat soybean vadi, soybean chunks, right? What is that? You remove the oil from the soybean and whatever this is remaining for the cattles, you eat that cattle food. That is soybean chunks, right? Nothing is there except the fibers. It is still good, still not bad. Okay. The other soybean is the seeds of the soybean. Okay. Soybean seeds. All your clients, you recommend this. They will like you very much because the benefit. So what are the benefits? Skin will glow. Bones will become stronger. Even for child, all age groups, safe for all age group, safe for all diseases, right? It is the richest vegetable source. It is the richest source of calcium. Okay. Good for skin, good for bones, muscles, richest source of calcium, and it contains phytoestrogen, which is a natural hormone present in that. And that gets converted to good hormone in the body. Right. So we are coming to it. Number 5, it is one of the rich vegetable source of protein. Not as good as egg, but almost you can compare that, because egg is a non-vegetarian. Most of the people consider. So substitute of egg will be soybean, right? So someone who wants to reduce the weight, increase the muscle mass, reduce the lifestyle diseases, hypertension, obesity, diabetes, PCOD, you need to reduce their obesity causing products and add the protein. So protein, if it is a non-vegetarian, very easy. You add fish, seafood, chicken, eggs. If it is a vegetarian, you add soybean. Good. Don't tell them tofu and all those big things. They will like, kya ma'am, tofu ka taste hi pasand nahi aata hai na? So you cannot do that. So there is a good way to add your soybean in your diet. Number 1 is that bhusa wala soybean chunk. So soybean is safe for men also. Sai, I understood. So Dr. Sai is a dentist, a good craftsman he does the wax craft. Huh? So he makes some beautiful things, carvings on the wax and all. So Dr. Sai is asking, sir, you just now said soybean is a good source of phytoestrogens. So it is good for women, but what about men? Is it good? Yes, it is good for men also. So it will not cause any side effect which is related to synthetic estrogens. Okay, so we also need some component of estrogen for many functions. So it is helpful, right? Because it is natural, it is a phytoestrogen. Okay, and it will be converted as much as body needs. It will not be over, right? So soybean, 2 ways to it. Number 1 is soybean chunks. Number 2, who will tell me? Number 2, soybean seeds, soya flour. So don't buy ready-made soya flour. Okay, soya milk is costly, my dear, right? Most of the times clients are not comfortable drinking soya milk because they don't like taste, cost is different, all this. Soya atta. Now soya atta, how to do that? There are 2 options for that. If you ask the client, कि आप आटा कहाँ का खाते हो, right? You get your wheat to the flour mill or you buy it ready-made. Okay, if you do it flour mill, then in your wheat, next time when you do the flour mill, 5 kg of wheat, write down everyone. You add these things. You add the things which I'm telling you today. Okay, 5 kg wheat, 1 kg soybean seeds, not chunks, soybean seeds. These are available on Big Basket and all the shops. Okay, it looks like barbati seeds. Okay, you can cook vegetable also. I will tell you that recipe also. Soybean vegetable. You remind me after this. Okay, so soybean seeds 1 kg. Then add 1 kg or half kg some jawar in that. Half kg jawar, because it adds fibers. Okay, half kg you add some lentils, like this, your dal or something if you want. Okay, if you like, but at least for every 5 kg wheat you add 1 kg soybean. Okay, chana is besan. So many times some people, they are not comfortable with besan. Okay, right? And chana in the flour mill, it is difficult, right? So this flour mill person will not take chana in the wheat thing. You know this? Okay. So option 1 is this. Option 2 is if you buy ready-made, Pillsbury, Ashirwad, both have multigrain atta, right? You can buy, they have mixed components of multigrain atta, right? Ragi you can add, but some people don't like taste of ragi, and ragi changes the color to the black. You have noticed? If you add ragi to your wheat, it will change the black color. So then you don't like. Okay, you are like, क्या भूसा खिला रहा है यार, क्या है ये? हाँ, काली काली कुत्ते की रोटी खिला दी है. यार इंसानों की रोटी खिलाओ हमको. ठीक है. Okay, Some people, they need tea. So I will give you psychological tea now. Okay. Some people, they are like, okay. So wait. Okay. I will give you a good story. Once we were children, and as a children from small village, we used to go for some picnics, some farm or some dam or some place. So 2, 3 families all we went, and then there was some dadi types lady, which means old elderly lady, and she was like serving the jawar bhakri. Okay, so she was serving jawar bhakri. So all the children were sitting like this, like 10, 15 children, and she could not reach. She was sitting. Okay, so cross-legged. So she cannot reach. So she was like, and so like this jawar bakri was big, huh? All those big jawar bakri and thick and had some black color actually because it was cooked on this charcoal and all, and it was tinged with the ash of the charcoal. And she like broke the jawar roti into 4 pieces, and she was like, and we children were like, दादी हम क्या कुत्ता है आप ऐसी रोटी फेंक के डाल रहे हैं हमको so it was so from that I remembered that we don't like black rotis. So ragi you can have separately if you want, so don't mix in the your wheat because children will not like it, not everyone in your family will like it. Okay. So soybean is safe. It will not change the taste. It will enhance the taste. It will increase calcium, protein, phytoestrogens, which are good for all age group, from children to elderly population. Good. How many of you will start doing this or recommend to your clients? Raise your hand in your camera without the reaction button. Okay. So very good. If you start doing it, you will start feeling good. If you are having frequent joint pains, so start with soybean. It really helps. Very good. Soybean oil is good, but it comes next to sunflower oil. Okay, sunflower oil, ras bran oil, soybean oil, then comes groundnut oil. Okay, so if someone is on soybean oil, you can shift for sunflower oil if they want. If they don't want, it's okay, absolutely fine, right? With minimum change in taste and price. You have to take care of that also, right? Now, I do not know any recommendation. Is there any study which says that soybean is not good for thyroid patients? I'm not aware of this. Soybean, I don't believe. Okay. You can send me the link for that study. Please send me the link for that study. There are some people who prescribe from their own wisdom or from their own dadi ma ke nuske, right? And there are some who read something on the internet or someone's Instagram and they think, yeah, how Instagram is correct. So Instagram is not correct. We will follow the protocols. Okay. ICMR guideline, or we will follow WHO and CDC guidelines. Okay. So please send me some guideline related to that. Yes, maca is very good. Corn. So in this wheat component, you can add, when you add 5 kg wheat, 1 kg soybean, you can add half to 1 kg maca also, corn. Okay, dried corn. So that will also enhance the taste and will add fibers. Okay. Okay. So ask them what is the study. So if someone is saying that, you should ask which guideline you are following. Okay. So you should always be scientific. Okay. Now questions time. We take a break for 10 minutes. During this break, you're allowed to ask questions. Fun-filled questions. Don't ask some difficult. Huh? If you ask some foolish question, you are my favorite. Because everyone has this foolish question, but they are afraid to ask. So you ask me some foolish question. I will sincerely answer it. Soya for kidney patients, I will need to confirm that. Hema. Read the book, or you will learn in that chapter or renal. So there will be all the things. Fatty liver, Smriti, we will have a separate session on that. Soya bean is very good for arthritis because it has some chemicals including phytoestrogen, calcium, and protein, which are good for arthritis old age population as well. It reduces some pain. It helps reducing or slow down the bone erosions. Okay. Dr. Pramila, so we will have to check the recommendation, my dear. So ICMR, does it give ghee to the keto patients? Like you take the ghee so that you feel good. So I don't have read such study and such recommendation. Hina, very good question and a practical question. So many people, they, for gout and all, read the chapter, please. That is rare condition. Okay. And anyways, you will learn sometime. Obviously, olive oil is better than sunflower oil, but olive oil is costly. So clients are not comfortable, right? Now, the question was, can we eat? Hina has a question, interesting. Can we drink, not eat, can we drink water in between the meals? There are some people who have the habit, and changing the habit takes time, right? It is recommended that when you are eating, you should drink around 1 glass or maximum of 2 glass, not more than 2 glass during your meal. Okay, because there have been some philosophies that says that when you drink water with your meal, it dilutes your acid and it hampers your digestion and all. Okay, so it is better to reduce your water intake, because this water intake, if you feel like spicy or chili or something, then you can drink. But otherwise, this water intake is taken care by the other foods, curry, dal, or your curry, and fruits, vegetables. It is taken care of. So after half hour of meal, you should ideally drink sufficient water. Hema has a very interesting question. Okay. So kidney stones are not caused just because of the calcium. There are various mechanisms for that. Okay. One of them is uric acid. Second, more common is infection. Okay. So calcium is inadvertently additionally deposited. Okay. So you should not take calcium supplements. The problem with the calcium supplements is that they get absorbed, okay, and then they get deposited. But when you take natural calcium, which is there in curd, milk, or some food like soybean, it is absorbed as much as you require. And it is not a free calcium. It is binded with some organic compounds. So it is a safer. Anyways, in such scenario, you should ask the client to check with their rhinologist, kidney specialist, nephrologist. You can read the bioavailability, all those formulas. So, Sapna, that is also a very good question. Someone may be allergic, but may have realized after, or someone may have developed allergies after a few years. It happens. Neha, very good question. You can. You should obviously ask the family doctor. Now, why a child? This is a good question. Probably we are going to take this tomorrow, but I will cover this. Okay. So, why a child feels some uneasiness in the stomach? What is a common reason? You tell me. There is some infection. This infection can be three things. One is the virus, which is the most common viral infection in India for stomach, intestine. Correct. So virus, bacteria, and worms. So which is the most common infection in India? Viral infection for intestine in children. Rotavirus. Very good, Dr. Tarun. It was expected. Pediatrician. So you were supposed to give correct answer, Dr. Tarun. Very good. So rotavirus is the most common. Then second will be bacterial infection. Third, you can count amoeba. Okay, so amoebiasis common cause will be this infected water and all those things. Number three, unclean water bottles and all those things. And number three will be worms. How to prevent worms in children? Whenever eating sweets does not cause worms. So there is a myth. Many people think that eating sweets cause worms. Wrong. Eating sweets with dirty hand causes worms. I tell you how it works. You have seeds of the worms on your hand. They are in the dust. The child comes from the play or they are on the playground. They open the chocolate, they touch the chocolate, they eat it. You are a mother, you are doing some work and you open your box of laddu, you touch it and give it to the child. Wrong. Okay. You also have worm seeds on your hand. Okay. So what happens is when you have sweets, this sweet is touching the seeds. The sweets get activated in the stomach. And then they go to the intestine, they become larvae and worms. Okay. So you can eat sweets. First, wash your hands. So either while serving the sweets or eating the sweets, handling of sweets, or you should use spoon every time. Preferably for cake, any kind of sweets, use spoon. If the child is eating chocolate, tell them that use the wrapper. Do not touch the chocolate. Touch the wrapper. Okay. We are not discussing whether chocolate is good or bad right now. That is not the topic. Topic is how to eat the chocolate correctly. So do not touch the chocolate. So sweets activate the worm seeds early. That goes to the stomach, then intestine, larvae, and worms. So for that, pediatrician or your family doctor will give syrup Zentil. Okay. You can repeat it after 6 months. You should ideally repeat it after 1 week so that larvae, when becomes adults, they are also killed. So when the child is complaining of frequent stomach trouble, so there can be four things actually. Okay. So one is the rotavirus. Second is bacterial infection or amoebiasis. Amoebiasis is not a bacteria, but okay, roughly. Okay. Then it's parasite. Third will be worms. Okay. And the fourth will be they don't want to study or they are afraid to go to school or they are afraid of you that you will scold or beat them. So they are making acting. Yeah. So they are okay. All those things. Stomachache ho raha hai. When they play, there is no stomachache. When they study, there is a stomachache. So that is a diagnosis. Okay. So it is better to go to a pediatrician. Now, how to identify there is a worm infestation? Very easy. Less likely, thank Shida. So, just a second. There is a message from my team ASAP. I will check. Good. Ah, correct. Ashwini, good answer. Now, this stool test, stool examination, children are not comfortable. You are also not comfortable. That is so dirty and bad. Yeah. Okay. So very easy ways I will tell you how to identify. One, the child is repeatedly complaining. Write down if you want. I will tell you 5 things. Just a second. I need to answer this. Ha, Ramesh. Yes, I was on mute, so there was no sound. We are back now. So step number 1. What is the step number 1? Everyone show. Smile. Smile. Okay. So there is always a stomach ache, constipation, or frequent need to go to the washroom. The child will complain that khana nahi baha hai mummy. है ना? Whenever you give some food, it is half left. When the child appetite has decreased, food intake has decreased since 6 months or 1 year. The child is becoming thin, losing weight, or not growing in height. Okay. Number 3, there is itching in the nose, frequent itching in the nose or anus. Nose itching is also a sign for worm infestation. Okay. Number 4, there are some white patches. Okay, some light white patches on the face. Have you go to a government school? Okay, even in corporated big cities also, you go to a government school and you will find many children just see in their assembly, morning assembly, okay, prayer assembly, and you will find half of the children will have some patches on their face. Okay, and then you will see, oh my God, this is a worm infestation. And for this, your teeth grinding. No. So, stomach ache, losing appetite, or less eating, losing weight, or not increasing height because malnutrition. So, even if you are feeding, absorption is less. These worms are eating everything, right? So, there are 2 children you are feeding. One is the worm inside, one is your child. And number 3 is the itching in the nose or private parts. Number 4, anus. So not the private parts, anus. So number 5 is white patches. Okay. So if you see all these are there. If you see some of this also, it is better to talk to your family doctor and give syrup gentle. Right. Then next day the child will have some stomach ache and all, but these worms will go. Okay. And correct constipation, all those things. Okay. Have you seen any child with patches on the face? So these are not very clear-cut patches. These are like light white patch. Okay. So Dr. Pramila, yes. So all the practitioners, they see it very routinely. Very good. So there are a question. Everyone pay attention. Hey, who is this? Jyoti, your ceiling fan is visible, not you. Oh, ceiling fan is attending the class. I like it. Okay, good. Oops, sorry. I did. No problem. I was just having a mistake. So there is one child. You see that child has all these 4 or 5 signs. Okay. You think that gentle is required. Okay. Either you are a doctor, or if you are not a doctor, then you will ask the mother to get a prescription from the doctor. If you are not a doctor, you are not authorized to write a prescription. Okay. It is scheduled as drug. So, to whom you will give this medicine? Now, doctors from this group, please do not answer. Please wait. I know doctors are going to give correct answer. So those who are not doctors, either MSc Nutrition or those who are NGO owners, school owners, YouTube channel owners, please reply. You see a child, deworming. So you will do deworming for whom? The child or so you do deworming for the family actually, right? So this child is not the only problem. Mother is also having the worm infestation. And that's why, correct. So you have to give to the whole family. So if it is a joint family, everyone. If it is nuclear family, everyone, all the children. Okay. And mother also. Mother is anyone who is cooking. If father is cooking, then father also needs to do that. Okay. Those who are laughing very loudly, it means their husband don't cook. Very sad. Okay. In our we cook both. Huh. So all the children plus someone who is cooking. If you have a maid, maid should also take it. Some people they have maid at home who cooks. Okay. Then maid's children also need to take. Yeah, you need to take all these precautions. So that then the diagnosis, if next time your child says, Mama, pet dukh raha hai, only diagnosis is acting. Right? You know that it's not a worm anymore now. Hey, bachcha acting kar raha hai. Okay. Now you want to check what is the component of Darolac? Yeah. So you can go on Google, check the component of Darolac. Okay. Any questions? Anyone has? If you enjoyed, write down, enjoyed, or how was your session till now? Interesting, enjoyed, entertaining. Entertaining? Anyone write entertainment? Okay. Which is the most important thing you learned today? Entertainment, very good. So, which is the single most important thing you liked in today's session? Which recommendation? You learn around 8 to 10 recommendations for all the clients. Okay. Which one you liked? Which one? Smile. Very good. So half of your problems means you are also and clients also problem are gone. Okay. So you are not doing like this smile breathing exercise. Okay. Recipe. Soybean recipe. Okay. So you can cook soybean chunk, very easy recipe. Everyone knows that. Okay. So for soybean chunk and soybean seeds, both have recipe. Okay. Both are good in taste. Soybean chunks, they are rich in fiber, less in components, nutrients. Soybean seeds, rich in fiber, protein, calcium, phytoestrogens, all the components. Okay. Soybean seeds is better. Now, soybean chunks, simple. You put them into hot water, boil for 5 to 10 minutes, then make a vegetable like your nutrient, whatever things you put in your vegetable. Okay. Soybean seeds is little complicated because it is hard. You know, when you cook barbati, approximately you follow that. I don't know what do you call it, barbati in English, right? So soybean seeds you take in the night, have warm water, not hot, warm water. You soak it in the night. Or if you don't have time, you can soak it for 2 hours. After 2 hours, you take your cooker. In the cooker with the whistle or the CT, you give 2 whistles to the soybean seeds, not the soybean chunks. They are already, so soybean seeds. And then after that, you make it a vegetable, whatever is your recipe. Okay. Yeah, Ritima. I have just called your husband to give you tea. Yeah, he's bringing. Yes, yes. Okay. Okay. So soybean seeds, some people like it. Okay. And you need to start, right? Taste is good, right? You try it in your family and see, experiment whether these people like. Then you can recommend to your clients. But the easy way, if people don't like soybean seeds, then incorporate in flour, wheat flour. Okay. So all the multigrain attas, if you see the content, they will always put soybean. So Hina, you will, if you start soybean seeds, you will start liking it. Soybean seeds have a very enhanced taste, right? And you can eat it like a snacks, like you eat this moat and all Bengal gram and more sometimes you fry. Same thing, soybean seeds you can eat dry or you can eat with rice also. You will enjoy. So Madhuri, interesting question, but I don't know the recipe to make soya milk at home. I don't know. And that's very tedious probably, right? Instead, easy will be the soya flour. Okay. Yeah, very good, Dr. Manisha. Thank you. So another recommendation, soybean seeds, vegetable. Then, so what we do at home, we make soybean seeds vegetable with lot of onions, fried onions. Plus, then we will put some lemon and all those things, and we eat it dry. The taste is awesome. I did just that. I will repeat it. Okay. So, complete recipe you want. So, soybean seeds soak overnight in the warm water or at least for 2 hours. Then give in a cooker, you will give 2 to 3 whistles. Okay. Then after that, normal your vegetable, like you make moat and all those things. Similarly, you fry it. Oil, जीरा, नमक, मिर्ची, हल्दी, मसाला, कॉफी, चाय, पानी पूरी सब कुछ डालो उसमें. प्याज, put more onions, garlic, ginger, and stir, and then put soybean seeds and let it cook for half hour, 15 minutes, whatever you think appropriate. It will not become soft. Soybean seeds will not become soft, but while eating, the texture will change. The taste is very good. Then you can put some chaat masala or lemon or raw tomato, raw onion. You can eat with chuda, right? You can eat with rice. You can eat only this soybean seeds. So all the taste is good. You try it once. So soda you should not eat, put in the soybean because then it becomes bloated. And soda, it causes trouble most of the times. So soda typically we use only for dhokla, idli, and all those things. So, okay. So, Paridhi, you have a good question. Okay. Now, as a non-doctor, if someone is a doctor, you can prescribe them medication, you can give lab test, right? But if you are a non-doctor, their family doctor would have already done some test. They would already come with some diagnosis. Now they have come for lifestyle modifications, okay, or some diet modifications. So don't go in the area of a physician. You limit your area to the 8 or 10 things which we have learned today. Your client will like you. Don't go so hi-fi. Okay, sit with me. Then there are 2 types of nutritionist and dietitian. Okay, one is they will go on Google, they will download some diet chart, and then they will have printed charts, and they will write the name of the client, and they say, okay, follow this diet chart. And client is, hey, chal, baaju mein. Client will not come back, right? So this is a poor dietitian. You want to be rich dietitian, so follow these 8 to 10 things which are practical. Okay. So the client is not come to you for a chart, right? Client has come to you for talk. Client has come to you for motivation. Client has come to you for understanding why they should do all those things, right? Tell them this 8 to 10 things, and they will like you. They will come to you again. And these 10 things which you have learned today, they apply for all the conditions. So Hina, you can do Google on that. Now I tell you one thing, okay? So there are 2 types of students. One student is remembering all the formulas, tables, values, all those things. Not useful. Then there is another student, rich student. Rich student is someone, she will focus on the practical aspect. What you should talk to the client. Client is not interested in the formula, not interested in the values. If you talk the client, 150 gram, 200 gram, 50 gram, this 100, remove 100 gram. Hey, what are you talking here? Nonsense. I cannot understand all this maths. So I have come to the nutritionist and dietitian, talk in their language, tell them what they should do, what they should remove in simple words. You can choose to give them diet chart and all, but in my experience, talking to them in their own understanding way, that is far more useful. Diet chart, anyone can give. It is a simple thing. Clients don't come back. If you give a diet chart, they don't come back. But if you smile, if you talk to them, if you understand, if you tell them do this, do this, do this, don't take this, they like you. You ask, okay, is this feasible? Not feasible? You ask and tell them. Because if you give a diet chart, this is a fixed plan. No, it does not apply to everyone. Everyone start writing. What are the 10 things? Don't write one line, one message. Write everything in the single chart. Whatever you remember, start writing. Yeah. सब कुछ एक साथ लिखो भाई बहन. So soda is not good for food. Write all the things which you remember, which you learned today in the single chart, and then press send. Very good. Very good. You know, there are some people when they say WhatsApp, they say, hi, sir. Hey, please tell me, what do you want? Then next is, sir. Hare, aage ka to bol. Then they will start talking something, right? And they are like, oh, okay, thank you. Hey, Bhagwan, seriously. So mute the notifications of this person. So write everything what you want in the single chat. Very good. Jyoti, very good. Jenny, very good. Drink water, don't forget. When you're prescribing, you also do it. I will write this. Okay. So, and then send it as a WhatsApp to you. So number one is smile. Number two, breathing exercise. Number three, you can add here exercise, but don't add exercise in the top actually. Have you seen that? I have added exercise at number 6 and 7. Because actually those exercise, clients are like, yahan phas gaye yaar. 1000 rupees waste kar diya. Right? Because everyone is saying exercise and they don't want to do that. They are looking for a shortcut. Right? But you are ethical. You will not use some medicines for a shortcut. Right? So you give something which is good. Prebiotics and probiotics. ये बड़ा अच्छा है. अच्छा लगा ma'am. Other dietitian nutrition, they are not telling ma'am this thing. You have told me this thing, ma'am. Ma'am, I like you so much. So the clients are like this. Okay? So you tell them that there are two things in the world. One is prebiotics and second is postbiotic. Sorry, probiotic. ऐसे करना पड़ता है. ठीक है, थोड़ा मिस्टेक करने का अच्छा लगता है क्लाइंट को. हाँ. So probiotic. So prebiotic means vegetables and fruits. Don't eat vegetables, fruits for raw thing. People say fibers and all. You eat it to feel good. They will like you. Okay. If you say eat vegetables and fruits for fibers, they are like, yeah, gyan baat raha yaar. Okay, kya pravachan de rahe? But if you say, if you eat vegetables and fruits, that will help good bacteria grow. It will secrete serotonin. This serotonin will go to your brain. It will convert to dopamine. You will feel happy. Oh, I will feel happy, ma'am. Yes, you will feel happy. You come to me every week. You will feel very good. Because every time you come to me, I will tell you something. Okay. Don't come to me for free. I will charge you. So this is prebiotics. Okay, to feel good and happy, you come to me every week. Most important, then you start prebiotic and probiotic. So what is a probiotic? Probiotic is all those bacteria, yeast, and everything. Okay, so curd, yogurt, buttermilk, and South Indian food. Okay, right. So number 3. What is the number 4? Number 4, you identify what is an allergen. Okay, more likely allergen. Okay, ask them what is a probable allergen. So it can be lactose or it can be gluten. Tell them to reduce or remove one. Reduce lactose for 1 week. Then next time when you come, we'll try to reduce your gluten. Okay, experiment. Okay, they also like, yeah, I'm experimenting something. Ma'am has given me some assignment to do something. So they will like, huh? So because they need to be involved. Okay. What is the 5th? Water. 5th is water. Take 5 liters of water unless you have been advised not to take water. Okay. 5 liters water. So when you wake up in the morning, have 1 water. When you wake up in the morning after brush. So some clients are like, sir, before brush lene ka ki after brush lene ka? Yeah. So the question is, do you brush daily? Okay. Whichever you feel, you do it. Yeah. The important is you start doing it. Right. So then before brush, if you want, you can drink water. After brush, take squeeze lime juice, lemon, and then 4 or 5 spoons of honey, and then water, lukewarm water, normal water, whatever you feel. Stir it well, drink it. You will feel good. Okay. Next, what was the number 6? एक्सरसाइज अभी से करवाने का है, चलो ठीक है करवा लेते हैं उसको, बोलते थोड़ा सा कुछ एक्सरसाइज कर ले भाई बुद्धि के लिए अपने, ठीक है. सो एक्सरसाइज, यू डोंट टेल देम दैट गो एंड जॉइन अ जिम. नो, they don't have time, they don't want to waste money. Instead of that money, they are ready to pay you. So they are ready to pay you double if you do exercise on behalf of them. Okay. So but they don't want to do exercise, right? Wastage of time है. बहुत से क्लाइंट ऐसी बात करते हैं, क्या सर टाइम ही नहीं है ना? So you tell them that don't use lift in your building or in your office. Try to use the stairs. Good idea. At least this is a start. Okay. Number 2, that if you have a pet means dog, not the stomach. So take your dog for a walk or something. Go to a garden. Go play with your child. Right? All those things. Don't be like blind. Join gym. चल बाजू में, ठीक है. दूसरी न्यूट्रिशनिस्ट के पास जाएंगे जो हमको जिम के बारे में ना बोले भाई, ठीक है. क्लाइंट आजकल ऐसे ही है, ठीक है. क्लाइंट्स आर नॉट लाइक कि हो मैडम ने बोला जिम तो जिम करना है. इवन इफ यू से जिम, इवन इफ समवन जॉइन जिम, दे विल नॉट गो देयर. They will just join the membership. How many of you are like this? You are paid for the gym but not going. Be sincere, write it in the chat. Okay. Those who are laughing very loudly, I know what is the meaning of this. Okay. You don't want to expose yourself? Do like this. Blink, blink. Blink, blink. Yeah. Because only I will know that you have paid, but you're not going. Okay. Your spouse has done this. No problem. So then, yes, so my spouse. Okay. The poor spouse. So we put exercise, avoid lift, simple exercise, not the gym. Okay. If now there are some clients who are very fitness conscious, they are already going gym. They don't want you to tell them go to gym. Okay. Even if you say don't go to gym, they will say no, मैं तो जाऊंगा. Okay. So there are people very good, but those who are not going gym, you cannot convert them to gym. Okay. But I will tell you, in one of the class I will take in January month, I will not disclose the date. Okay. I will tell you how to get the clients. You want this class? How to get the clients? From where to get the clients? Yes. Attend all the sessions. I will come as a guest lecturer anytime and I will start talking like this. So if you attend all the sessions, you will get it. That will not be shared on recording. So, to encourage you to attend it. Yeah, Dr. Manisha is very sincere. She is a very famous physician, very busy doctor in one of the premium institute, government setup, but she is very sincere. She attends all the lectures. I love her so much. Yeah, very good. Next, what is the number 7 or number 5? 6 क्या चल रहा है? कौन सा नंबर चल रहा है? 6, 7 क्या चल रहा है? ये वापस दिखाना रितिमा, क्या 6 और 7? हम अरे बाप रे, हाँ 7 चल रहा है. हाँ, so 7 now we start talk of the oil. Remove ghee. Shift from bad oil to good oil. Sunflower oil, raspberry oil, soybean, groundnut. If you are at groundnut, shift here. If you are at soybean, try to shift here. Because the taste change is not different and cost is also not different. You have to take into that account. Right? So, don't say start olive oil. They are like, hey, हम दूसरी लेके आएंगे nutritionist. Or they will never ever go to nutritionist because you have corrupted the name by saying olive oil. Ma'am, आप खाते हैं क्या olive oil? तो you say नहीं, मैं खाती नहीं, मैं पीती हूँ direct. So the studies and the recommendation says if you remove ghee, no problem. Ghee has no useful thing, but it has harmful things. Okay. Oil हो गया. Then next is sugar, salt, dairy products. Okay. When you remove dairy product, should we do it dairy product 8 number? Yes. Okay. So salt and sugar. So salt recommendation is you will use the salt regular what you are using in your meals. Do not reduce the salt intake. Never say to the client, do not reduce the salt intake. That is a doctor's decision. For some condition they will do. You will not do. You should not take table salt, add-on salt. Okay, add-on salt means on the salad. Okay, on your veggies, do not take salt. So now there are various salts available in the market. Okay. Salt coming from the Mount Everest, salt coming from Mount Epes, Alippi Mountain, Alippi Sea, something salt, pink salt, red salt, black salt, white salt, all kind of salts. कोई भी salt खाओ, सब कुछ एक ही है. You go read the component of the salt. What do you need? You need 2 things from the salt. One is sodium, second is chloride. And the third thing you need is thyroid. Correct? Iodine. Yes, thank you, Surati. Very good, smart. So, iodized salt you are going to use. Don't go for fancy salts and all those things. Those who use black salt retains much water, okay, and you feel bloated, right? So there is something called Sengda Namak, black salt, and all those things, okay. Rock salt now, there are some companies who charge 1000 kg per rock salt, and then there are companies like Tata who are very reasonable, 160 or 200 rupees per kg rock salt. Rock salt, the only benefit is the taste is good. It enhances the taste, right? If you see the chemical formula, approximately same, except one molecule, right? So it doesn't make much difference which salt you use, but whichever salt you use, it should be iodized, okay? And use the salt which is economical. Don't spend your money on the salt. You spend the money on visiting me every week, because I'm going to help you more than your salt. So rock salt you can have at your home. Tata rock salt is very good. Okay, it has a pink color, taste is good, composition is also good, purity is very good. You can rely on Tata name. Then similarly, Tata normal salt is also good. There is something called low salt in the market from Tata. That is something if doctor has recommended. It contains low sodium as compared to normal salt. Both are iodized, but as a dietitian, you don't need to do that. Okay, that is some endocrinologist or nephrologist, if they prescribe, it's okay. Okay, or cardiologist. you should tell them that उसमें रुपया नहीं खर्च करने का, रुपया मेरे पास आके खर्च करने का, ठीक है. And so हो गया salt and sugar. Sugar, you reduce sugar. Okay. Do not eat sweets. And because when you eat sweets, you feel bloated. If you have a craving to eat sweets, eat something little bit, right? Now there is a good question, jaggery versus sweet, both are equal, right? Doesn't matter so much from the nutritionist dietitian perspective. Honey is good, right? But you cannot replace it, make a replacement for the sugar. Honey, what is our recommendation? Our recommendation is the morning. So you add that as a recommendation number 8. Okay. So honey plus lemon plus green tea or black coffee. ठीक है. Good, Ritika, good question. So you have both the things at your home. Okay. When you have some foods, you put rock salt, some food you put normal salt. Okay. So whenever we have some pulao or any South Indian food, we put rock salt. Or other things, we put normal salt. Doesn't matter, you can do anything. Okay. This is a very good question. So I had done research on this topic after extensive research. Now scientific research. Apan to science wale student hai. How to do scientific research? You buy honey from all the companies. Tick, 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 tick. Then you buy honey from local place. Okay. Then you bring it at home. I have it at home. Yeah, it's there. And then you do the experiment. So winter season, honey should not be frozen. If it is frozen, throw it in the dustbin. Don't give it to your maid. Don't be corrupted. Okay. So throw it in the dustbin, frozen honey. Number 2, if you put honey in the water, it should not dissolve easily. Right? It goes directly smoothly down and it accumulates at the bottom. Number 3, when you stir the honey, it is completely dissolved. Right? Number 4, the taste is different. If you try pure honey, the taste is really good. So in my research, I have shortlisted and finalized Dabur. Economical as well as good or reliable product or reliable company also. So Dabur honey, it has 1+1 offer on Big Basket. Okay. So every day we have a honey in the morning. Okay. At least I do. I'm very health conscious. So Dabur honey is good. Now in the honey, there is a jar. You have to take it by the spoon and all the trouble, then wash the spoon. So there is a squeeze bottle also. Dabur has a squeeze bottle. So you just press it, take it, drink it, enjoy it. Okay. Correct, Dr. Pramila. Very good. Okay. So if you don't want to do all the research scientific way, then just go for Dabur honey. Good. I'm using it. So number 8 recommendation is honey plus lemon plus green tea or black coffee. So, and number 9 recommendation is remove dairy products. When you remove dairy products, you are very smart. What you are doing is you are attacking the bigger chunk. Okay. Your ghee is gone. Your cheese is gone. Your milk is gone. From the tea, coffee, normal milk, then your ice cream is gone. Your cake is gone. Good idea? You are attacking the bigger thing. Then your rasmalai, rasgulla, gulab jamun, everything is gone. Okay. So remove the dairy products. Now sometimes clients are like, "Ma'am, ek kha liya, koi baat nahi. Kha liya, either milne either mein koi baat." Okay. So don't scold. Say that you meet me tomorrow. We will discuss more. I will evaluate you, and then I will tell you something more. Okay. Anjanika, good question. Okay. So milk nutrients you can get for equally from the curd, okay, or buttermilk. I know curd and buttermilk, they are also dairy product. But for the purpose of our health versus unhealthy thing, we say that you can have curd and buttermilk and all other dairy products you remove. Okay. Now clients are very smart. Huh? They are like, पनीर खा सकते हैं क्या मैम? Then you are like, yeah. Because if you say no to paneer, they are like, यार मैम आप तो सभी चीज मना कर रहे हैं, हाँ फिर हम खाएंगे क्या? ऐसे करते हैं क्लाइंट, इसलिए बोलने का if someone is asking paneer means they love paneer. Don't say no, that's a crime. They will fight. So paneer चलेगा. Okay. Then they are like, मैम टोफू की पनीर आपको जो ठीक लगता है वो खाओ, कोई टेंशन नहीं, दोनों अच्छा है, दोनों अच्छा है, डेली तो नहीं खाने वाला ना, ठीक है. Then there are some smart clients, they are like, if you say no to milk, they will ask this question, ma'am soya milk ki almond milk? Okay, you are like, oh, that's an interesting question. Soya milk 25 rupees 200 ml, almond milk 250 rupees 1 liter, your present milk 45 rupees 1 liter. Now it depends on your pocket which one you want to buy. Okay, but I tell you, you come to me, visit me every week, and I will tell you step by step how to go. Right? You don't need to waste your money on almond milk every day. You can drink it as a refreshment. Then there are some like coconut milk. Yeah. Milk. Yeah. So what is the next? I will take this Ritima's question. So milk for the kids. So there are some harmful chemicals in the milk if you take it from a non-reliable source. Open milk, दूध वाले milkman. The milkman brings milk. How do you know what is there, what is not? Always take it from a good company, either from some government branded sealed packet. Okay, Amul, Dinshas, Mother Dairy, Haldiram, good companies, because these are huge companies, multi-crore corporations. They are not going to do adulteration to want some 50 paisa, but this milkman or some local person will do 25 paisa also, right? So take some good milk, right? In this good milk, the content is written. Whatever is the content, yes, it is there. Whichever is the good product as per your region and city. Okay, always packet milks is always good. Reliable, you can trust these companies. Okay. So milk does not cause hormonal imbalance. What causes hormonal imbalance is non-veg. Why? Because these chickens, many times, many poultry farms, they inject some hormones for the faster growth of the chickens. Okay. So if you give this chicken to especially girl child, then this can cause early menstruation, early puberty, some hormonal imbalance and all those things. Okay. So unless the client asks, you should not get into this discussion. These are controversial topics. What is the next thing we recommend to the client? Now we talk of inserting soybean. Okay, why soybean? For all age group, it is good. In vegetable, highest source of protein, calcium, right? And it also contains fibers. So very good. Skin, bones, muscles, intestine, all things good. So either you add soybean chunks, soybean body, soybean seeds, but also make sure you add into a flour. Yeah. Anything else we missed out? Worm infestation for the children. Okay. So if you know that these children are not doing actings, then there is 3 probable cause. Rotavirus infection, very common in India. Second is bacteria or amoebiasis. right? And third is worm infestation. Okay, so there are 5 signs of worm infestation. What are those signs? Who will write down? Because of cross infection between the family, you need to deworm the whole family. Weight loss, loss of appetite, stomach problem, itching, white patches. Okay. This itching increases in the late evening and the night. Okay. The weight loss because the nutrients are absorbed by the worms. So, deworming. Yeah. So, deworming you can do for adults also, if you think. And most important thing, when the client is coming for lifestyle diseases, obesity, hypertension, diabetes, insulin resistance, PCOD, right? You tell this client that your objective should not be loss of weight. Your objective should be loss of fat. Correct? Very good. So when you lose your fat, you increase your insulin sensitivity. You start feeling good. You replace this fat with the protein. This protein may increase your weight. So simultaneously, your objective should be to reduce your water retention, not the water intake. This water retention is because of sugar and salt. Okay. So if you drink sufficient water and if you reduce your sugar and salt, this sugar salt excess will go down from the urine and you will feel lighter, less bloated you will feel. You reduce your dairy products, all those. Okay. So tell them the difference between losing fat and weight for lifestyle diseases. So when you lose fat, you improve your insulin sensitivity, decrease your insulin resistance, replace with the protein. You feel good, you feel less bloated, you feel light, you feel energetic. That should be your objective. Okay. And this will reduce your all these lifestyle complications. Okay. Don't tell them that this will, then you don't need to take insulin and all. So you take that, whatever your doctor has said. Okay. But this will reduce your complications. And PCOD also is majorly because of all those things, right? So there is a benefit in that. Okay. Plus exercise. Then last component is I forgot. It will come. It's coming. Yeah. Ah. So when the client says, "Ma'am, I immediately want to lose weight," or "I want to crash diets." Thank you, Dr. Madhuri. Very good. So crash diets. So if client says that crash diet either with medicines or crash fasting, so both are harmful. So why they are harmful? You tell the client. So when you have a crash diet, it will reduce your basal metabolic rate. At one day, you are going to start again eating. This basal metabolic rate will be less. And then you will have a refractory weight gain. Suddenly your weight gain will be higher. If you have crash course of some medicines, you don't know whatever it is, natural, unnatural, you don't know, anyone can claim anything. Okay. So those medicines might have some harmful chemicals. Some allopathic medicines also. ACE inhibitors actually is the most common medicine they incorporate, this natural thing. And then some other things, they don't know what is the side effect. They don't care. Okay. They are looking for earning quick money. You educate your client. This may cause hypothyroidism. This can also cause refractory obesity. And then you may face depression and refractory weight gain. Educate client against crash diet and crash medicines for weight loss. Okay. Enjoyed? Revision done? Whatever you are learning, start helping people surrounding you. If you are working in a company, school, or NGO, start helping those people. If you are a practitioner, start taking up those clients. Okay. So when you take a particular client, you may see that you need to study more on that part. Do Google, go through the book. The book includes everything what you need to know. Okay. So read the book more for solving particular client. Don't wait, I will ask someone. No one is going to help you. You have to help yourself. There is no spoon feeding, right? You go to net, read the books, do your own research, write down notes, and books you will get now in your syllabus. The books include everything in your course. If you're not research, you will get. And start helping those people. And if you are taking up the client, don't take free clients. Take up paid client preferably. Start with 200 rupees, 500 rupees, 1000 rupees per session, depending on your confidence and client's budget. Yeah, that is important. Okay, we'll meet tomorrow. Tomorrow is very interesting topic. Child, diet, illness, gastrointestinal, pediatrician, Dr. Chamini. You want to learn? Don't miss tomorrow's session. Okay. Keep attending maximum sessions. If you miss, don't worry. No need to inform. Right? If you want to learn, attend. Right? So if you are not MSc nutrition, or if you are not a doctor, you should wait till the completion of the course. If you are already a practitioner, you should start helping people. Okay. Enjoy. Have a great time. So idli, dosa, dokla, uttapam, probiotics and prebiotics. Okay. Smile, the number one thing. Have a great time. Enjoy.